play, but a touchback would have been a better idea.
First and 10.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Toss play to the outside. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket, using his legs here. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble. Just a very short game. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year, but with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Here's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he slings this pass over the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Second down after the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Looking right, this one caught. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Looks like NC State will have the first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And he'll set up to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. And tackled there by the defense.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They go with a direct snap. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
Brings up 4th and goal. That's the end of the first quarter with the game scoreless.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. It's an option look. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
They'll hand it off. Tackle made after just a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the same runner's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
On the screen. No gain on the play. It's third down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And they'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. This time it's complete. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. NC State comes to the line quickly.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
NC State has moved into the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Got a lane. Can he get in? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
NC State lines up first and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, NC State. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense is back out there. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be a first down. Tight end goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. Offense in hurry-up mode. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Here's the 2nd down play. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Snags the quick throw. Breaks loose at the 40.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. The linebacker shifting around now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. returner decides to fair catch this. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. The quarterback doing it with his legs. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's caught. NC State comes to the line quickly. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
The quarterback's got to do a better job here of reading the coverage. He was determined to get that ball thrown to this receiver, but they played double coverage. He still tries to throw it, and he almost threw an interception.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking to the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Clemson.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead.
That makes the score Clemson 14, NC State 7.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. into the locker room. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. NC State will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Clemson offense will take over first and 10.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Checks this down to the running back. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. That's a design quarterback keeper. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. He'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The reception nets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. It's a shotgun run call. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab, and they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And the wideout goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks at the sideline. What a catch there to stay in bounds. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He finds his man. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. NC State comes to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
NC State now operating in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. Powering through. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. On the run here, lets it go. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They're setting out to try the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 15 set to kick this one away.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Clemson offense will take over first and 10.
Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. And that is the kind of hard hit you expect to see, Kirk, in a rivalry game like this one.
When these rivalry games, players seem to play their best. And right now, they're flying around and putting big hits, especially when you can hit that quarterback.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
We're all tied up.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And now they'll run it on the draw.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
There's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
Important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the return will be brought down. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Now they're running on the toss. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Tough spot here. 2nd and long from their 19. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Here we go. One last chance for this offense to score and win it in regulation. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now here's the toss play. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
On the run here. Lets it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Final minute of regulation. The crowd is really getting into it. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Your worst-case scenario, to go to overtime, but can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
That's a first down for the offense.
It's a draw play. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the 4th quarter. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off here. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Makes a quick grab. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
He steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line. First down for the offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock.
NC State.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Quarterback drops back. Bringing pressure. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. So here comes our first play of overtime. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A quick throw out left, complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And the offense will stay on the field. So far, they are 2 for 4 converting 4th down chances. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Ready up.
4th down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go.
Dino. Set. Arrow. Gaucho.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and it's incomplete. They gamble and come up empty, turning it over here in overtime.
Now, Chris, I hate to state the obvious, but that's the risk you run right there. When you go for it on 4th and long in overtime, you really need your own defense now to get you off the hook.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. They're going to run it. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. So one overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. Toss play to the outside. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, try to rip that ball out as well.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And now the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So here comes the field goal unit out there trying to claim the lead here in OT. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And with that, they regain the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here we go. A touchdown wins the game here, needing at least a field goal to keep things going. Now the defense will spend a timeout. No room for mental errors on that side here in overtime. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So a 3rd and long here. If they can't convert, they have to settle for a game-time field goal try. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's caught.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Coming up.
Direct snap to the back. Runs through the defender. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. In these overtime games, Kurt, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember.